Hello everybody and welcome back to Diggers Comics and Collectibles here in Hemet, California. Today's video is going to be about trade paperbacks. Now, we're always getting new trade paperbacks in, so these will be videos that you'll see from time to time where we showcase some of the newer trade paperbacks we've gotten in, okay? So let's get started. We're going to start off right now with a few books from DC Comics. The first one is called Primer. Now, Primer is a superhero graphic novel for younger readers. This one is about, let's see, it's Ashley Ribburn. She's DC Comics' newest superhero. She's a foster child, and when she's staying with her newest foster family, she discovers these body paints that give her some like superpowers, some unusual superpowers. So that's a pretty cool book. That's $9.99, and you can check that one out. Next, we're going to move on to Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle. Now, you can't go wrong with Jack Kirby. You can't go wrong with Mr. Miracle, okay? This collects Jack's full 18-issue run on Mr. Miracle. If you want some classic Kirby goodness, this is the book for you. So you can check this one out for $29.99. All right, and then we're going to move on to Batman, City of Bane, Part 1. Now, this is Tom King's first chapter of the City of Bane storyline. You can check this out. It's got Batman trying to find his way, and it's got Flashpoint Batman in it too. That's pretty cool. So this is $24.99. Now, staying in the Batman genre, we're going to move on to Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen. This collects issues 1 through 4 of Hell Arisen, and it also has the Year of the Villain #1. You can't go wrong with Batman Who Laughs versus Lex Luthor. This is a pretty cool book. You can check this one out for $16.99. All right, and then we're going to go with Joker now. This is celebrating Joker's 80th birthday. Yes, that's right. Joker's 80 years old. So recently they came out with a single issue of Joker's 80th anniversary. Well, this one is a hardcover celebrating 80 years of the Joker. It's got like his first appearance. It's got stuff from the 40s up to now. It's got from the Batman comic, Detective Comics. It has Killing Joke in it. It's got Mad Love in it. It's just awesome Joker coolness, and you can pick him up for $29.99. All right, and then the last book, my personal favorite. This is a blast from the past for me. This is Frank Miller's Ronin. Now, when I was a kid, when I read these comics, I was just completely blown away. It stayed with me forever. Every collection, every time I've seen it, I've always picked it up. I have this one. I have the hardcover one. I have the old ones. I have the original comics. I even had Frank Miller sign them. They mean a lot to me, and it's a really cool story. You'll love it. It's about a 13th century samurai who gets kind of reborn into like a 21st century, like futuristic New York. You know, he's got to battle demons and set everything right. It's just a really cool book. You think you know Frank Miller, but you gotta read this to really see some awesome Frank Miller work, okay? And you can get this one for $19.99. Next, we're going to do some books that are geared a little bit more toward mature readers, okay? We're going to start off with Murder Falcon. Murder Falcon, now this is rated T. It's like heavy metal fueled kung fu, and it's cool. They fight monsters that are attacking the world. This contains issues 1 through 8 of the Murder Falcon series. It's a really cool book. It's a really awesome read, and it could be yours for $19.99. And then we're going to move on to, this one is really a mature book. This is Butcher Baker, the Righteous Maker. Now, it's about a superhero who's, well, he was kind of like an iconic all-American superhero, but there's a lot of situations in here that are more mature sexual nature. It's a really crazy book. It's a crazy read. If you want to really delve into some really awesome, like just outlandish stuff, you want to check this out. But remember, it's for mature readers only, okay? That one is $17.99. And then we have a book from Mike Mignola. This one is Jenny Finn. It's actually Mike Mignola and Troy Nixie. It's a 4-issue miniseries that they did. It's a really cool book. It takes place in like I think 1800s London, and there's like a plague going on. There's a murderer on the loose, and then there's this mystery surrounding this young girl, which I don't want to give anything away, but it's really creepy. It's really cool. It's all the stuff you usually expect from Mike Mignola. But the cool thing about this edition, it's the first time that it's actually in color. So you can check it out. It's actually done in color. So that's pretty neat. Anyway, I personally recommend this book. $17.99, and it's yours to go have fun with. Moving on now, we're going to feature some science fiction, some fantasy, a little bit of horror. All right, so we're going to start off with Astro Boy. That's right, Astro Boy. This is Astro Boy Omnibus Volume 3. Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy. He's got to save Earth from this Martian fungus and a lot of other things too. It's not just that. I mean, look how thick it is. You know, there's a lot of story in here, but it collects stories from Volume 7 and all of 8 and all of 9 in this one awesome manga here. You can check that out. This one is $19.99. All right, and then moving on to more science fiction, we got Star Trek. This is Star Trek Discovery Aftermath, and it takes place right after, what is it? Right after season 2. Right after season 2. So it's got Spock. I don't watch the show, but I read the book. Spock's got his beard and everything. It's really cool book. But yeah, this book is $15.99. And it's got action adventure. It's got Klingons in it. It's got Spock. You know, how can you go wrong? All right, $15.99. And then this book is a personal favorite of mine. This is Count Crowley, and it's Count Crowley, the reluctant midnight monster hunter. The reason that she's reluctant is because she's a news reporter that gets demoted to being a late night horror movie talk show host. She doesn't want to do it, but she has no choice. So she takes the job. She's there, and all of a sudden there's monsters. There's a werewolf, and she doesn't know, is this real or is it just because she tends to drink quite a bit. Like I said before, I'm not going to give anything away, no spoilers, but this is a really cool, really fun book. $19.99, and it gets you what is it? All 4? I believe it's 4 issues. The 4 issues of that. Yeah. 4 issues, all collected, one easy book. You can read the whole story. $19.99. All right, and then we're going to move on to Savage Beard of She-Dwarf. Now this is a really neat book. It's geared to our younger readers, but anybody, really all ages can read this book. It's just a really cool, awesome book. It says it's inspired by Legend of Zelda, Lord of the Rings, and it's just adventure, humor, unlikely friendship, and finding their place in the world. I mean, come on, look at that, awesome book. That's $19.99. Come on down, pick one up. All right, and then we got Kingmaker. Now this is Kingmaker: A Lost World. This is a really cool book. This book, it starts out when you're reading it, you think you're reading like some Lord of the Rings type of story, and then there's these huge spaceships, and all of a sudden there's all this epic stuff going on. It's just really cool. It's got sword and sorcery fantasy and science fiction fantasy. Really awesome book. You can check this one out. It's $19.99. Last but not least for this little part right here, we got Usagi Yojimbo Trade Paperback Volume 1. Now this is Volume 1 of the IDW series of Usagi Yojimbo. It collects the first 7 issues of Usagi. It's an awesome book. It even has a really cool kind of like flashback to the very first Usagi story. Stan Sakai expands on that and gives you a little more insight into it. So if you're a fan of Usagi, whether you're an old reader or a new reader, this is a good book to start with right here. It's $19.99. Moving on to books for some of our younger readers. These are some of the new books we've got in for them. We have some more little golden books. We have Wonder Woman and SpongeBob. Awesome books, really for anybody. I mean, if you love Wonder Woman, I mean, look at that. How cool is that little cover? Just that alone. I mean, just if you want to just display that up on the wall, that's just a really cool cover for the book. And of course, you know, we've talked about it before. You can't go wrong with SpongeBob. Each one of these are $4.99. Okay, and then we got these are some new books that they've decided to do here. We've got here these are called the Mighty Marvel First Book. This one's Captain America, and basically it's got all kinds of really cool stuff here showing the history of Captain America. Some of the pages fold out, and look at this. Watch this. This is one of the coolest things. If I can get to the page right here. Look at that. Meet Captain America. Isn't that awesome? And it's all Jack Kirby artwork. Look at this. It even talks about Jack Kirby right there in the back. I mean, not only are you seeing, like, you know, introducing your child to Captain America, but you're introducing them to Jack the King Kirby. Okay, and then we have this one is an Amazing Spider-Man. This one, the same thing. It shows you who's that spectacular swinging through the sky. It's got Spider-Man. It's got Mary Jane. It's got Gwen Stacy, and all of it. And then in the back, same thing. They talk about John Romita Sr., this is all his artwork through the book. Classic Romita. Look at that. Look at JJ. Come on. That's JJ right there, man. You can't get better when it comes to Spider-Man than John Romita Sr. I mean, everybody has their favorite, you know, Spider-Man artist, but to me, John Romita Sr., he's the guy that defined Spider-Man. Ditko is amazing. Steve Ditko is amazing, but John Romita Sr. defined what Spider-Man was going in the future. So these are really cool books, whether you want to get them for your kids to introduce them to comics, or you just want to get it for yourself and enjoy the amazing artwork. They're $10.99 each, okay? And then this book, which I know I say it's a cool book a lot, but this one is a cool book. So we have Star Wars Unfolds. Now, this one it's the original trilogy, but check this out. When you open the book, it's not just your ordinary pop-up book. It pops up with the art, and then it keeps going. Just see how the story unfolds. That's right. Just the whole. I'm not gonna go through the whole book because then you won't buy it. But get this book. It's an amazing book. Now, the one thing I've heard about from most people that come in and actually look through this book, you know, the ones that have got it, they love it. But the ones that haven't got it, their excuse is, oh, it's really cool. I'd like to get this for my kids, but I'm afraid they're going to rip it up. Well, then don't let them rip it up. You know, sit them on your lap, open up the book, you know, and like just share it with them. You know, sit there and say, oh, look what we got here. We got Darth Vader. We got Princess Leia. We got Han Solo, Chewbacca, and read it to them. So not only are you protecting the book, but you're spending more quality time with your kids. You don't just give them the book, say, here, go read it. No, let's sit and read this together and look through it together. And you're also teaching them how to handle books and how to handle comic books when you get them comic books. This is an awesome book. I mean, I think every Star Wars fan should have one just because it's an amazing, amazing book. The art is really cool. I mean, and just the way they do the whole thing, one panel, you know, leads into the other. You know, it's just, and it's got all 3 of the original movies. So you can check that one out for you. And that one is $19.99. Yep, $19.99. I had to double check because I took the little price tag thing off the back because I didn't want you to see it when I was flipping her on. I dropped it. Oh, there it is. See, I'm not lying. 1999. We're going to end our video with a few art books. We're going to start off with Walt Simonson's The Mighty Thor Artisan Edition. Now, if you've seen these type of books before, they're usually a lot bigger and wider, like, you know, just really, they're just a lot bigger. And those are cool. They're also, you know, get up there a little bit in price, $100, $125, $200. This one here is $49.99, and it's a little smaller edition, but everything in there is still really cool. You see everything big and graphic. This is a couple of story arcs by Walt Simonson. It's the like the inked pages, not colored, not finished, and everything. You can see how he works. And also, obviously, you can see right there on the cover, this is one of the story arcs is where he introduces Beta Ray Bill. That's right, Beta Ray Bill, my second favorite Thor. All right, so like I said, you can pick this one up for $49.99, and it's in your art collection. The next book we got here is The Complete Year of Villain Portrait Variants. Now, that's a big book. Now, what they did is when they did these 22 different covers for the Year of the Villain, they did these variant covers where they did portraits. They're not all bad guys. Some of them are the heroes. And this one is actually not even, these aren't even that expensive. It's $24.99. And the cool thing about it, on the back here, you can see all the covers that you'll be getting, these posters, and you can take them out if you want to. You can open the book, look at the cool portraits, or you can take them out, frame them, hang them on the wall. Awesome pictures, right? I mean, look at the Joker there. Oh, that's classic Joker. Gorilla Grodd, one of my favorites right there. It's cool. And I really think this, what is this, Captain Cold here? That's a really cool use of the negative space. This is a really cool book. For $24.99, you can't go wrong with that. You know, and then we have another similar portrait book. This one is Star Wars Darth Vader. It's also $24.99. And it's got this real cool picture on the back with the Emperor and Vader. The only problem is you can't see what the posters are. So, what, I mean, I know they're Darth Vader. They got to be cool. I know. Now this one here, it's already a little open here. So what do you say we just check it out? Oh, I've never done one of these, like, I've seen those like unboxing videos or things like that. So this is, I guess, my first unboxing type of video, even though it's not unboxing, it's unplastic wrapping. So my unplastic wrapping video. So I hope I don't get that on the camera. Ugh. All right. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I didn't get it all. Ooh. There we go. I don't want to get the plastic in the way of the camera. Get out of there. Get out of there, plastic. Okay. So let's check this out. Ready? You and me, we're going to be the first to see this together. Let's get that open here. Huh? Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. All right. What do we got next? Ooh, look at that. Vader and some stormtroopers. Look, I'm going to get a sneak peek here for you to. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that one looks cool. Ooh, look. Oh. I got to show this one. Vader and Boba Fett. How'd you like to see that buddy film? I'd like to see that. Vader and Boba Fett Midnight Run. There are some really just super cool posters of Vader in here. Obviously, I'm not going to show them all, but you know, maybe I will. I don't know. You know, this is the end of the video. You know, it's nice to see what you. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Palpatine over Vader, the puppet master and the puppet. But which is which? There you go. Oh, look at that. Classic Kenobi, Vader. There, that Vader there. What's that, Vader? Okay, so one of you cool Star Wars people better than me. I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, but I don't know what this is. A Vader stallion, I don't know. And that's from the back of the book. You got, what is that? What is that? Oh my gosh, look at this. You gotta, look at that. It's Vader, but look who's there. Little Jake Lloyd. And Jake Lloyd gets a lot of flack, but I don't. I mean, come on. You got this little kid to try and deliver these lines that George Lucas writes. Look at that. That's cool, right? That was one of the covers to Vader Down. I think it's Dr. Aphra there, too. Let's see what else we got. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Stormtroopers, Vader crossing sabers. You know, it's just really cool book. $24.99 gets you this cool book. Now, I already showed you what's in there. You got to see that. That was really cool, right? So come down and get yourself a copy. That's it. Another video in the books. As always, we hope you saw something you like. We hope you saw something you want. Just let us know what you want and we'll have it ready for you. Or you can just come down and just browse through our tons of stuff we have for you, okay? Yeah, and that's right there. That's how you get in contact with us. It's always right down there. You know how it works. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can message us on any of the social media pages. Just let us know what you want. We'd be more happy to set it aside for you so you don't have to worry about missing out on it. The worst thing is when somebody comes in and they're looking for something, especially when they see it on the video, and I have to tell them, you know what? It's sold out. Because as soon as these videos go live, I get calls. We get messages. Hey, can you put that one aside for me? And we put it aside for them, and the next person, you know, down the line, call and say, hey, we just, with the last one, we just put the last three in this guy, this person, this woman, this kid's spot, and they have it, unfortunately. Now, a lot of these things we can reorder for you, but then you have to wait even longer. So just as soon as you see something you like, let us know. We'll stick your name on it. We'll put it off to the side for you, and it'll be ready for you when you come down to get it. All right? As always, thank you guys for watching these videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to the page or to the channel. Click notifications so you don't miss the videos. And just, you know, try to be safe out there. Have fun, and we'll see you soon.